Hey, what is up everyone? In today's video we're talking about some Sea of Thieves news that I think y'all will be interested in hearing more about. So every season we have a community weekend, and this weekend is going to be the season 12 community weekend, and it'll be going between June 15th to the 17th. Now this is pretty cool because it's going to be the first community weekend that the PlayStation players will be able to participate in. And for this, Sea of Thieves is bringing out a bunch of different things to do for this event. It's not as cool as when we got all the ancient skeletons that were popping up. That was a really great community weekend, but there's still some interesting things with this event that Rare is doing. So like I said, this weekend between June 15th through the 17th, we're going to have our community weekend. And for those of you that aren't familiar with community weekend, it basically is a time for boosted rewards, some free in-game items to get, and some other events and things going on with it. And it's supposed to be a time where the whole community comes together and it's a really fun time. And honestly, community weekend is by far the best time to play the game, not only because you have the booster rewards, but also just because the servers are a lot more active during the community weekend. So even if you just want to sail around, you'll run into people. People are usually a little bit more friendly, I think, on community weekend. Everyone's kind of in the kumbaya time. So I think it'll be a good time. If you are a PlayStation player, I would definitely recommend participating. So what's all going to be in this community weekend? So the way that it works is, just like the normal emissaries we have in the game, there's a community emissary that will go all the way to a max of 2.5 multiplier on all gold, reputation, renown, and allegiance in the game. The way the community can raise that emissary grade is by watching Sea of Thieves streams on Twitch. You can also earn Twitch drops for watching these streams. So for this community weekend, you'll be able to earn the Stormy Sea Dog Constantina, Eastern Winds Sapphire Silken Gloves, Sage Sea Dog Bucket, and Eastern Winds Sapphire Paddle Belt. So some nice little additional things just for watching, and it helps boost up the community grade. There's also going to be an additional Twitch drop that if you've been part of community weekends for the last few times, you're going to be kind of aware of this already. But for this community weekend, if the whole community can get a total of 100,000 voyages dived to and completed, there will be an additional Twitch drop for the Obsidian Captain's Bed. So this is a pretty cool one. I'm wanting to get this. The Obsidian set, like I've said in the past, is one of my favorite sets in the game. So this is going to be really cool to get, and I'm pretty excited for it. Another thing that they're doing for a community weekend, and they started this the last few community weekends, is pop-up plunder. And the way that this will work is in-game you'll get a notification that says pop-up plunder has appeared, and then you go on any of these social media channels, and you'll be able to see the map that basically tells you which island to go to, and you'll have to figure out where to dig it up on that map. These can be fun. Honestly, for me personally, I don't really typically go out of my way unless it's somewhere close by that I'm already at. You can get some really good stuff. I've gotten a few different Box of Wondrous Secrets in the past. I've gotten Ashen Chest of Legends before. So there's some really great rewards you can get from it, but for me personally, it just, it's fine. I just think it's not as fun as just going and sailing around and pirating and stuff. But keep an eye out for that. Moving on, I'm sure many of y'all are interested in what kind of free items you could get for this community weekend. So just for logging in, you'll get the community weekend flag, which is this really nice, like greenish blue and purple flag, which I really like a lot. And you also get the performing pup emote. Another thing you can get, and this gets into our next big topic, is if you go to the Pirate Emporium, and this is active right now, you can claim a free self-high-five emote. And by doing this, you can be entered into a special raffle to win one of 100 Season 13 plunder passes, which will be granted to you at the beginning of Season 13. And then also, one grand prize winner will receive all currently available Emporium cosmetics, including those that are in the June update. So that is huge. I mean, it's free to enter this raffle. I would have already recommended you go get the self-high-five emote because it's free in the Pirate Emporium already. But this whole raffle just makes it even more important that you go ahead and claim that now. I did see though when I went on Sea of Thieves website that there was like a thing that you have to say that, you basically give them permission to enter you in the raffle. So I would recommend going on to Sea of Thieves website as well. It doesn't say it in game that you have to do this, but just to be safe, if you want to make sure that you're in the raffle, I would definitely do that as well. Another thing that I think is interesting and also costs a lot of money to do, but if you like spending a lot of Emporium coins and you want something that's like a little bit exclusive, I'm not sure if it's going to stay exclusive, is anyone that spends at least 2,000 ancient coins in the Emporium during this event will also be granted the Ancient Coin Trinket. And this is basically just a little trinket that you can put on your ship that looks just like an ancient coin. And it's pretty cool. Now, I wish they would have made it a little bit less ancient coins, like 500 ancient coins, even 1,000 ancient coins. 2,000's a lot, but it's a little bonus if you want to try to get that. Like they've done in other community weekends, we also have the community weekend picture wall, and this is going to be in the theme of the blue and green that we're seeing with the flag. So it's a great spot if you want to get some nice screenshots for community weekend. Another thing they're doing for this community weekend, which we've seen many times in the past, is the Hat of Unfeasibly Glorious Fame, which is a hat that is granted to people that are well known in the community and stuff. You're able to nominate people that you really like, and you can do this on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram, and you just have to tag the person as well as having the hashtag #BeMorePirate in your post. So that's another thing that you can do if you want. I didn't see anything about the fashion shows. Usually they do fashion shows for the community weekends. Maybe this will happen a little bit later on in the season, and they might just not be doing it at the same time as community weekend. But for those that are wondering about that, I don't see anything in their blog post about it. Finally, one of the interesting things I think they're doing with this community weekend that we haven't seen in the past is that we have time-limited voyages going on during this event. Now, it's nothing as interesting as we've seen in past events where like we had like the mercenary voyages and stuff where those were truly time limited, and they're not like the gilded voyages that we saw a little while back either. These are just basically taking all of the exclusive trading company raid voyages and making them open to anyone. So if you have something that's not unlocked yet, so like say the raid voyages for the skeleton forts or something, you're going to be able to do that during this event. And I think that would be nice for people that are at a lower level. Right now, currently, I have them all unlocked. Not trying to brag or anything, but to me, it's kind of like, I'm not even going to notice that this is happening. But I will also say, for people that aren't Pirate Legend either, you can get a single-use Legend of the Veil voyage that anyone can use. So that would be really cool too. If you've never done this voyage, if you're not Pirate Legend yet, I would recommend trying it out. It is a little bit of a lengthy one. I'll leave a video linked here so that you can kind of learn more about it. But it is one of the better voyages in the game. So I would highly recommend trying it out. But that pretty much covers everything you need to know about what's going on this week in Sea of Thieves. Some really great stuff. I'm pretty excited for community weekend, and this raffle is pretty huge. So definitely make sure you go to the Pirate Emporium and get that. But if you found this video helpful and you enjoyed it, it would be great if you have to like and subscribe. But until next time, thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all later. Bye, y'all.